God save the king.
Now I'm getting excited.
Turning me on. Turning me on.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having
Hi,
fun.
everybody.
Yes, I like
Good morning.
I like having
Good
fun.
morning, everybody. Sorry, my mood just drastically dropped from a 4 to a 2. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? From a 4 to a 2. I was already on the edge.
Now what?
Literally.
Wait, you were on a 4 out of how many?
Yeah, how
Out
many?
of 10. Below average
Oh.
beginning for me.
Not a good start to the show.
As the titles are rolling, I get this message from Matt. As the beginning of the show begins. Oh, sorry, I won't be able to do your teleprompter today. Sorry.
We'll try. We'll try.
He's going to try. Look at this. He's doing it right now. In fact, what I'm saying right now is in the teleprompter. The whole show now is telepromptered. Everything I say has been pre-written by a team of writers, non-WGA writers, not scabs, just young writers and AI. The show is completely written. We could probably AI the shit out of this show. I mean, it's basically very similar. A lot of trends that keep things going. The whole.
We repeat stories a lot too
Yeah.
already. So.
So what I'm looking at is the fake ad, which will happen later in the show. Very distracting to try to
How's
read.
the size, though?
Size
Read
is
it?
not going to be workable.
Not
It's not workable at all. It needs to go up 10%, which is where my mood will go.
How about this?
That's way too small. Look at. Would you still watch this show at this
Right,
point?
no, I'm already
Would you be
zoned
out?
out here. I'm just like just looking through my
You
files
imagine.
here.
We asked people to pay for this?
Like, why? Yeah. Why do
Why?
people? That should be the topic today. Why do you listen to this show?
Yeah, why do you still
Why?
listen?
Why do
Let's
you
get a
come back?
caller and find out. Let's take a Zoomer and find out why. What the hell do you think you're doing? What the hell is your problem?
Monique, why? You speak for all audience members. Please.
The question is why?
You guys bring joy to my life every Thursday or whatever day of the week you're on.
Is that true?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stop
Thank
it.
you.
Vic, that's the longest.
It's a long drop. It was really dropping there.
I would say there's an inverse relationship between Tim's misery and the audience's joy, perhaps.
Are you
Yeah, I
taking
think so.
pleasure
I
in
think
my
that-
pain?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Monique?
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry.
My pain amuses you?
Yes.
Maron!
You're just so comical about it.
Well, I try
sorry.
to put a positive spin. You know what I saw the other day? Somebody tagged me. God damn it. They tagged me in, what is it, Insane Johnny or whatever? It's like one of these meme accounts.
Insane Johnny rules, by the way.
That's fine. Well, they took a picture of me with a promo shot. If you look it up on Instagram, you'll see it. It's me with a big giant suit on, and it says David Byrne under it. It's like, whatever. It's pretty innocuous. It's fine. I mean, great. Love the exposure. But down, and the comments are nice. And somebody tagged me. That's why I see it. So Bing, 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 nice, bing, bing. Oh, they're making odd cinema references. Bing, 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 down the line. Right? Bing, bing, bing. And then someone goes, Tim is one of the most has to be one of the most unlikable people ever. Monique, how's that? How'd that sit with you?
Will you please like me?
That's terribly cruel. I'm sorry that people are rude on the internet like that.
Yes. Well, thank you, Monique, for clearing up
like me?
why you watch the show. And I'm going to take
You're
your
welcome.
word for it. Where are you calling from, by the way?
I'm in Hereford, Arizona, a town of 10,000 people.
Hereford.
Hereford,
Well,
yes.
now, what is this? What is this? Some settler comes over there. He wants to start an Ivy League school. He's like, let's call this Hereford. Harvard. I want to Harvard. What about Hisford, huh? What about us?
Oh, it's spelled here, Here.
Hereford.
Yeah.
Or,
I think
Maybe
there's
that's
one
where
in
they park their
England.
Ford. They're
That's
like,
right.
here,
Well, that's where I was going, by the way.
Yeah, Hereford. That's got to be it. I don't know the origin at all.
All right. Well, we have. Thank you so much. Let me
did
begin the
Nixon
show.
how did Nixon call his
thank
vice
you.
president?
Okay.
Here for it.
That's good, Vic.
Thank you.
There's the insane. Let's find that.
Oh my
post.
God! Yeah.
Let's
Th-
find
it
the,
does
the
have
comment.
It does have a burn.
Well, that's what they
Come
do.
on. Yeah.
You know, they.
Oh, I don't
Oh, this
mind.
is what-
No,
yeah.
Deeply
Doug.
unlikable.
Step back. Just
Josh
calm
Adams
down.
loves this stuff.
What does he say?
He submits to this.
Tim is a deeply unlikable human being.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like that. I mean,
But you were defended. Hot piss on the tip of my lips.
Yeah, come on.
Someone else said.
well. Oh, speaking of which, we should show that. My friend Ellie, my bass player, our bass player, Vic.
My bass player.
I know.
My woman bass player.
My woman bass
Female bass.
Female
bass player.
Female bass player.
She was at this weird hippie convention. Or no, it was like a festival.
It was Coachella, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Coachella.
Bonnaroo? I don't know.
No, it was just up in Northern California.
Email and
And up about 3 a.m. or whatever it was, middle of the night, there's some impromptu Yellow River Boys concert going on up there. Do you have it, Matt?
Can we play
I
that?
never got any video.
Oh my.
Oy, oy, oy.
I want to clean my piss up.
Vic has it. Can you get it over to Matt?
Yeah, I'll get it to Matt here. Hang on.
It's in that-
Hang
I could
tight.
text.
Andy
I
drank
could
his own
text
piss.
Ellen.
No,
I
no,
can
no,
get it.
no, don't bother
Oh,
her.
I got it.
How dare you?
I got it. Here it comes.
But anyway,
Wait, that's not it.
You'll see it.
Copied the.
Thanks for the
Can I
I
emoji.
copied the wrong.
Can I start the
Copied
show?
an emoji by
First of all, I want to
accident.
welcome Doug.
We're not
Lucen.
live.
Oh no.
Shut up. Hey, I want to welcome Doug to the show.
Good horning.
And Vic.
Heidi ho.
All right, got that
Make
out
a
of the
good
way.
point.
Couple of we got a big show today, by the way. Let's start the show. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-dum. Wee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Calling in, zooming in.
Whoa.
Wow.
Zooming in from
story. He's alive
zooming in. Imagine Johnny Carson dealing with Zoom. Vic, you hear this? Michael Ian Black will be zooming in from Italy. And we're going to find out what he is doing there. We don't know. Oh, boy. Aren't you excited?
My entire life right now is about owning the libs.
That's
it.
right.
One Blackwater, keep on rolling.
White supremacists.
And then Tim Bernardes. Oh, my goodness.
Holy
my
moly.
goodness. Tim Bernardes, another Tim that I happen to respect. And I'll tell you what, we were warming up with him. We're going to do a special little song at the end of the show today. But this kid, Maron, all the way from Brazil, the talent coming out of him, mio mayo. You're not gonna want to miss a second of this. But I want to start. First of all, I want a little public service announcement here. Our friend over at Christian Nightmares got his. This is the second time this has happened, folks.
Oh, Jesus.
He got his account on Instagram suspended banned because all he does is he finds these lunatics out there and he takes the little clips of them and puts it up for our amusement. And as a public service,
I can't believe this.
to show how wacky things have gotten over there with the Christian right.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm a Christian.
These people are bananas. But they've got a new account going, and it's Christian _. Love the underscore.
That helps. It gives a little visual space.
God bless the inventor of the underscore. Christian _ nightmares.
Hallelujah!
Okay. And he's got all kinds of things going on. All kinds of talent going up there.
Amen. Amen.
You know, I'm working my way through this Hitler book or this Nazi book.
The seasons, they do change.
This guy was wacko, this Hitler. He was nuts. What a deranged guy he turned out to be. This
turned out to me.
I'll tell you.
Really, what's up with this guy now? What did he do?
Hitler. I didn't know so much of this stuff, but I wanted to share just this one little nugget I got from the book. This is the rise and fall of the Third Reich. Doug.
Yeah. Steve Reich?
No.
Oh.
This is about, I don't know, 2 years, maybe 1942 or so. It's about, the period of time I'm talking about here is when he decides to invade the Soviet Union. Big mistake. They get all the way in. They get about 20 miles outside of Moscow. Then winter sets in.
Mein Führer.
Guess what? They're not ready for they're not ready for the winter, these dimwits, these numbskulls. They dopes. They didn't bring winter clothes, Vic. And so they freeze. These guys are like dropping like flies, these German soldiers. Dropping like flies.
Bunch of dips.
Yeah.
Probably my great grandfather or something.
No, but the funniest part. Yeah, not the funniest part, but talk about the height of derangement, this Hitler. You know what he does? You know what he does, Doug?
What does he do?
He passes this pronouncement, this law, or this decree, which I should be doing, honestly, and he says, "I alone will decide who lives or dies in my country. Forget laws." He goes, he is the arbiter of whether. He basically has made this decision as the head of.
Someone's got to say it.
But
someone's got to decide.
He says, my decision supersedes all laws for whether you, as a citizen of Germany, live or die. That him. And then, also when things are going sour with the Russian army, dude goes, you know who's in charge of the army now? Me. I'm like there's like a person that's like the head of the army. You've got a president, and then he's got the various.
Yeah, he's got
head of the Navy, head of the Army. He's like, no, I'm the head of the Navy. I'm the head of the Army now too. I'm the president. What a bananas character this guy.
He sounds like a real sauerkraut.
Yeah. But the big news today. I don't want to make light of Hitler. God forbid we do that. But I mean, just a total ends up being a total loser when you look at it from the macro vision. Hey, there he is. I got Doug in the mirror, by the way. I love it.
I forgot about that mirror.
I got a mirror here
I can
now.
look right at him. It's kind of weird, actually.
Like he flopped. I'm just looking at you. He flopped. Doug, nobody's flopped like this Hitler.
I gotta take a picture.
Nobody's flopped like him. And we look
Tim,
out. We have to keep our eye out for future Hitlers because he did a tremendous amount of damage with the concentration camps.
And he ruined a mustache.
War.
I like
the mustache.
I like that they call it a
I don't
Chaplin
like that hacking
stash.
angle
It's
you took.
beautiful. I love it. I love that mustache. I mean, that's amazing to completely ruin a very simple facial hair. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that. That's something I could actually grow, that kind of thing. But
you can't.
Now I can't.
Why can't we? Why do we let the bad guy win?
That's true.
Let's grow the stashes in solidarity.
Let's
Matt, are
just
you
do
in?
it.
Well, it didn't stop Ron Mail from Sparks. He still had the
And it didn't stop Gigi Allen's brother.
But sometimes those guys were doing it in as sort of like an ironic statement about Hitler, right?
True.
Kind of.
But I want to talk about the big news because Hitler's old news.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this real quick. If somebody took that Hitler mustache, and they grew it long, kind of like the guitarist from Anthrax,
Oh yeah.
and braided it over the mouth. Would that be cool?
Who was that guy? I think he was in
Scott something.
the guy that had the.
Scott Ian.
Was it in Motley Crue? The guy Mick Mars. He had the
God.
Whiskers like the cat.
Oh wait, who was our favorite guy? The animal from Twisted Sister. Remember that guy? Oh my God, we should pull up pictures of
cat?
him.
Not the cat?
No, the animal. He's got really good facial hair.
The guy painted on.
Yeah. Look, the animal and Twisted Sister. He's great.
Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
Right.
No, the big story that's going to kind of. I think we've decided that this is going to kind of have to play throughout the show today.
The breaking news.
Old news, but good news.
Richard Dreyfus.
Anything that
Richard
begins
Dreyfus.
with that.
Richard Dreyfus. What am I, Hitler talking? Not just Hitler. You're an interviewer, and Hitler's now he's in 1975, right?
Okay.
And you ask me, I'm Hitler.
You're Hitler.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're catching on. You ask Hitler, who his favorite actor is that year.
Mein Führer. Das is your favorite actor this year.
Dreyfus! Richard Dreyfus!
What film was your favorite Dreyfus film performance?
What?
Close
Close Encounters
Oh,
of the
Richard Dreyfus!
I like the slur there.
No, that's bad. Sorry, retract. No. Here's the thing, folks. Richard Dreyfus.
Richard Dreyfus? He doesn't really have a lisp. I don't know why people do him like that. Like, when you do Richard Dreyfus, you have a lisp. But he doesn't really have a lisp anymore.
But Richard Dreyfus was on Bill Maher.
He's like one step away from Bugs Bunny.
No, not Bugs Bunny. Daffy Duck.
Daffy. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I think our friend Eric Bauza was saying that you do Richard Dreyfus when you do Daffy Duck. Maybe he was. Maybe he wasn't.
He may have
But
said
folks,
that.
Richard Dreyfus was on Bill Maher, and boy, did it get out of control. Let's take a look.
How are you?
How are you?
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Do you remember the show we did together?
Which one? The Funny You Don't Look 200? Or my
Yeah.
Look
doing
at
your
this.
show?
Well, I mean,
1987.
Yeah.
the posture.
This
Richard's
is the
posture.
start. Yeah, this is the very beginning.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how the show
He
begins.
didn't sink into that position. He
Your
started.
show
He just
was
got
the
there.
Constitution.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Who walked in first?
They sit Dreyfus there down, and they
Yeah, and then
they're
Bill
like, you
comes
need
in,
anything?
Like,
and then,
what,
you
this
need
is
a
like
pillow?
the opposite of like a traditional interview where the Bill should be sitting there and then Richard comes in. But
Yeah, that's him actually showing up for the first time.
Do you think Maher gives him half a roofie when they get in?
it appears that way
Just
because
It's probably just in the air.
He doesn't want to be fully
throughout
out.
for the next hour, Dreyfus begins melting into this chair in a most unbelievable way. I've never seen so many pillows. I keep going.
Seen it at all?
I saw it in 1980.
Look, then there's this
That
angle. Who's this flattering for?
That's where they started again. That's,
Is this what's that called? Big Brother?
that table is a mess, too.
So there's so much gold in this. We're gonna have to space it out a little bit because there's too much to get to. But keep going and see what happens.
87. I mean, since then, no. Have you?
Yeah, shit.
Oh.
A lot.
What are you, like Norman Desmond? You're running it in your
Yeah.
library every night?
I'm ready. I'm ready for my close-ups, Jamil.
But
Bill has
No,
yet to
I'm-
strike any chemistry with
there's a
any of his
whole
guests on
story
Club
about
Random. Do you notice
that
that? There's constant, right from the beginning, there's this misunderstanding. There's kind of this sort of hostile confusion about whatever anyone says. What? Ask me a simple question. You're my improv playmate today.
Okay.
Doug, since I have the mirror.
So when did you convert this garage into
What
a...
are you wait, what are you talking about? This garage?
Yeah. Did you convert it
But
into
you know this already. That's the tone of Bill Maher. If you're not, I get it. I'm not always in a great mood doing this show, but
But I like in this one though, it actually works because like Dreyfus' stories are going nowhere. He starts by digging himself a hole, and then it makes no sense of that. So
All right.
you'll see.
But then it gets dark and strange, sexually.
Yeah, do you want to get into some of that?
Let's do it.
Yeah. I
dive
mean, we have to do city. We have to do. The show needs to be longer.
We
Matt.
can-
That's
yeah.
all it is.
Just dive in here.
Who cares?
What do you think about when you masturbate? Isn't that the ultimate question that could tell you what really a person is about? What do you think about when you masturbate?
Does anybody want to know what Richard
never
Dreyfus thinks
thought
about when he
about my
masturbates?
No.
Anybody in the fucking world?
And how does that tell you about that person at all? I don't understand Bill's angle on it.
Unfortunately, Bill's
yeah.
opened up a Pandora's box here because Richard's answer is a big old
He's
red
been wanting to be
flag.
asked
Yeah.
this for a long time.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for asking me. It's a good question.
I don't know,
Look how high the pillow is up there.
Never thought.
Look how low he's
that
already
if
gotten.
I had thought of my mother.
So, it looks
question I
actually
could tell you-
really uncomfortable to be that low.
I know. I wouldn't want to be in that posture for more than 30
It's like
seconds.
he's holding himself up. Like,
That if I had
So
so
thought
much,
of my
without
so much weight on his knees.
yeah.
Okay.
mother, I would be thinking.
Masturbate. Isn't that the ultimate question that could tell you what really a person is about? What do you think about when you masturbate, Richard Dreyfus?
I never thought about my mother.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Good to know. Keep going.
So it's not that.
Well, I hope
And
not.
I never thought that if I had thought of my mother, I would be thinking incestuous thoughts.
All right.
That never occurred to me. And yet,
Okay, where's this going?
incestuous thoughts was the engine that drove my masturbation.
Sucky, sucky, lovey, lovey.
Really?
Mommy.
Yes.
Incestuous with who?
Who crossed that street first?
Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
nobody wants
you-
to know any of this. But Bill, let's talk about what it was like to work on Jaws. All right, keep going.
You brought it up, but
Yeah,
like,
no,
if
I'm
it's
trying
not
to
your
think.
mother, well, how many people could it be? I mean,
The roofies
and
are really
in
taking
the
effect on
early
that,
years, I thought
He's slipping.
about very little else.
not
Like,
grandma.
who am I thinking of?
Who are you thinking?
Who am I thinking of?
Nobody
I'm
knows.
asking, who are
And I
you
get Bill.
thinking?
Bill is sort of just like, I don't know where this is going. I want to get out of it.
And then the visual with the hand,
Oh, it's coming
it's
up.
just
Oh,
gross.
get ready.
he just did it a
Because
little
you know,
Inquiring
Oh, it happens
minds
again.
want to know.
well, I
Ew.
mean,
Ew.
you do know
Worst.
that porn today is
All right.
like
Then Bill goes on his little fucking soapbox about porn.
About
and-
very little else.
stroking the salami.
Who am I
All right.
thinking of?
All right, so folks,
Who are you thinking?
Who am I thinking
this
of?
goes.
Nobody
Nobody knows.
asking, who are
And I
you
get Bill.
thinking?
Bill is sort of just like, I don't know where this is going. I want to get out of it.
And then the visual with the
How do I watch-
hand. Oh my God, sorry
that's
guys.
Pretty horny.
I might have done that.
Fairly
If you want to sabotage the show, just tell me.
Well,
Lost
City
my
of the
train
Day
thought.
before
Yeah, City of the
Michael
Day.
calls
We're
it.
gonna show
Well,
more.
yeah,
we're
well-
gonna show more because where that interview ends up going is so beautiful. It's the ending of that is one of my favorite things I've seen in a long time. And if you think that Richard stays on that chair, well, you've got another thing coming. Because he slides right off, and we're gonna watch it later in the show.
Of the day.
Sorry, so loud.
City of the Day is brought to you by City of the Day is brought to you by the
City of.
Hey! Can't afford AAA but still want roadside assistance? Try A. A is one guy with a truck named Angus, but he goes by A for short. Got a flat tire? A will come out and put your spare on for about $12. Might take a while because A likes to frequent the bars along the interstate, but A is always standing by. A usually has a gallon of gas in his trunk and he's got some rope too. A will haul your car back to the Twisted Spoke or the Rusty Horse for free if you buy him a Boilermaker. So next time your car takes the shit, call A at 395-247-4424 or channel 21 on your CB radio. A, because it's cheaper than triple. Now check out this 10-second jingle. All right, let's take our city of the day. Very nice.
I made it shorter for you, Tim.
Gary.
Gary.
Did
Gary
you
Man.
I have some cuts, but we can talk about it later.
more cuts?
What's up, fellows?
Party, puppet party, puppet party, puppet party.
Yes,
puppet
and where are you calling from? What is the city of the day?
Auburn, New York.
Auburn, New York. That's a new one. I think I think there's somebody out there making a virtual map or an interactive map showing all the cities of the day. And I think that'll be a new pin. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
How can
Pretty nice
can I help
town.
you with anything today? Because we do have to get to Michael Ian Blank.
Yeah, I have a sort of random question. We're near Syracuse, and you talked about going to a pizza shop that SU ended up ordering like 40 pizzas or some shit to. And I want to know so bad what pizza shop that was.
Ooh, I don't know if I can. I'll have to do a little research on that because we were just strolling around and walked into it. So I don't. I could go back and look in my, pictures. Probably. I think that, your photos are the best way to find out information about where you've been. I took a picture there. I can look on the map and see it right there. So I don't have an answer for you right now. But if you sign up for Patreon, are you a Patreon member?
Not yet.
Okay. I love finding out these people that are watching the show illegally, in my opinion. No, you're not. But I will provide that answer for you.
I am at work right now, but usually I can't do this live. But I went on lunch and saw Vic tearing up some solos.
Ooh.
I was like, oh shit, I think this is the exact time I can watch this live.
Hell yeah.
So Tim Heidecker's, that's my name. My Saturday morning blog, which I put out basically every Saturday, and it's a lot of fun to read. I'll provide that for you, that information, if I have it, this weekend. If you sign up at patreon.com/officehourslive, you get access to that and so much more. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for having me, folks.
The story in question, Vic, you weren't there, I think.
I don't think
we
I
were
was.
getting a slice in Syracuse, and the baseball stadium there, the Mets affiliate minor league team, had ordered something like 40 pies, for which they sell at the baseball game. And this guy,
I have my own pizza oven in my house.
this guy was losing the guy working there was fucking losing it. I don't know how we're gonna do it. It was that. It was just like, poof. Well, I don't know. You're gonna have to tell him it's gonna be an hour. All right, man. Sounds right. Sounds reasonable to me. Boy, you kidding me? 40? Fuck that. Anyways.
It smells so good of all that cheese.
Yeah.
Our very special guest, Michael, is here.
All right, let's get Michael Ian Black on the show. Never had him on the show before. How do you like that? Mr. Michael. Mr. Mike. That's not Michael Ian Black. Yes! Oh, shoot, there he is. What's this about? Are you blessing us now? Now, can you ease up on the, because he's on Zoom, just ease up on the drops,
I'm done.
please? Not on.
That's real hot.
This is how we say buonasera. Buonasera. In Italian.
Buonasera.
Buonasera means good afternoon, good evening. For you to be a buongiorno, Mr. Tim.
Look at you.
Buongiorno, Mr. Tim.
Now, where's your Panama? I could see you in a Panama hat right now.
I don't have Panama hats in Italy, which is where I am.
I mean, but
They
you
have
know,
those in
that
Panama.
style, the white straw hat. A guy.
I think you might be thinking of gondoliers,
Gondoliers.
which would be in Venezia,
I see.
Venice.
And where are you right now?
Roma.
Roma.
Si.
Why don't we say? This is a good question for you. This might be the first question I ask. This could be the first question I ask. Why don't? And do you mind if I ask it? Can I get?
That was your first question.
Ah, shit.
You gotcha.
Why don't we say Roma?
Well, who's we?
Americans. We say Rome.
Why don't we say Roma? We should, and we should roll our R's when we say it. It's the best way to say it when you're in the eternal city of Roma.
It's too close to aroma.
Aroma. It's too. Oh, so this is Vic Berger's
Hey,
here.
Michael.
I don't know if you know Vic Berger.
I know Vic. I mean, I've never met Vic. I don't think in person, but a big fan.
Oh, thank you.
That's nice to hear.
Wow.
Huh? Vic's argument, which I think is dubious, is that it sounds too close to aroma. Just the word for smell.
Well,
now, what is your thoughts on that, Mike?
As you stroll through the streets of the eternal city in Roma, you will often get whiffs of maybe some garlic, some onion, some vino, some stracciatelle, some tiramisu, some wings of the buffalo.
Macaroni.
Yeah, macaroni. So you'll get these aromas. To me, that's not a bad thing if you associate Rome with aroma.
Now, you got to tell us what you're doing over there. You must be doing a movie or a TV show. There's a lot of activity going on in Italy. What are you doing over there in Italy?
All of the above, Tim. Movies, TV shows, Broadway plays, dinner theater, circus.
How do you have time for circus? How do you have time for all that?
You make time. If you love the art, you make time.
Well, I don't believe you.
I'm not doing anything. I'm unemployed, living in Rome.
Well, why, what, where, when? Let's pick one. Your choice.
You want to start with why?
Yeah.
Because I have 2 children. They are now college age. They are off. They are away. I'm still a young man. My wife and I were like, hey, I'm a young man.
You look great.
My wife, thank you. I do. My wife and I have no real commitments to anything at the moment. So we thought, well, why not? We talked about it for years. Why not go spend some time in Europe? So
living abroad.
Exactly right.
And
we say woman. We say woman now. We don't say abroad. She's a woman.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah. You're living so you would say you're living a woman.
That's right.
Is she with you, or did you go by yourself?
And we're no longer together.
No, you're with your wife. Your wife is with you, not physically right now, but
she's in the other room. Yes.
Spirit.
How are you handling? Are you enjoying your time together?
It's been great. We've been here for 2 months. We're here for another roughly month, and then we're going to London, England. London, England is where we're going next.
Well, that's a mediocre British accent, I have to say. But you'll get better.
I'm a fucking English cunt.
You're welcome. Okay, so what do you got? Like an Airbnb there? Like what's the...
That's right, an Airbnb. It's a 2-bedroom apartment in the Trastevere section of Roma, which means across the Tiber. So the Tiber River is right over there. And then we're right across it in the Trastevere section of.
Is this financially responsible? This
no. Oh no.
Okay.
No, Tim. No. That's why I came on here. I needed the money.
Matt, are we paying him to appear?
We can.
Is there
we certainly can.
I didn't realize we had an appearance fee for Zoom calls.
There's an honorarium.
An honorarium. Okay. Is that through SAG?
We are not signatories.
Are you a SAG member? Have you maintained your SAG membership?
I am a member of STAG, yes.
Okay, so you can jump right back into the acting scene whenever that opportunity presents itself.
Well, it hasn't presented itself for about 3 years now, but yes, whenever it does present itself.
Now, what is that about? Do you think? I mean, you're clearly talented. You're looking good. Have you turned down things?
Oh, you know me better than that, Tim. No, I haven't turned down anything.
Okay, so have you auditioned and then not gotten things?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
A lot of those.
Many times.
Have you
many times
self-taped?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Have you self-taped for things that you thought, this isn't going to turn out good?
Every one of them. And I've been correct.
And have you self-taped you finish the self-tape and you go, that wasn't the best I could have done, but I'm done working on this.
No. Unfortunately, I go, I think that's the best I can do. It's never like, no, I can really nail this. There's never any of that.
That's as good as it's going to get.
I get about 65, 68% of the way there, and I'm like, well, it's just not going to get any better.
Right. So off she goes.
Yes, that's right. And then I never hear from them again.
There's no callback.
Oh, no. There's nothing. It's silence.
Well, what about all your friends in show business? You got David Wayne.
We're
Michael
no longer speaking.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Okay, good. No. Because I would hate to hear that.
Yeah, but I think he's as unemployed as I am right now. He seems to show up on stuff. I don't know.
Well, he does. And he's directing. Why didn't you direct?
Yeah. All right.
I mean, no, I'm asking why earlier, like years ago, why didn't you say, you know what, I'm going to start directing because who knows how long this acting thing's going to go. I will direct now.
Well, I did direct a film, which Haza, one of your viewers, is holding up right now. It was released as Wedding Days. It was shot as The Pleasure of Your Company. And I did write and direct that film.
This was released as
Jason Biggs and Isla Fisher.
This was released as a movie?
Well, define released.
Came out for us to view?
Sort of.
Okay. In America. Sort of. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That looks like a movie.
It does. It looks like a movie, but it's not. It's not, as we would say in Roma, it's not molto bene. It's not very good.
Well, that's unusual. I would think Jason Biggs doesn't do stinkers.
I think he's done his fair share, including mine.
Whose decision was it to do the American Pie font? Was that a sort of a try to con people into watching the movie?
That was MGM's decision. They snapped it up, and believe me, the last thing I wanted was that poster, that font, or that title.
Wow,
it was out of my hands at that point.
I think. I mean, what do you need advice from me for? But I think I'm smelling a memoir. Where's the memoir?
I've written 3, but thanks.
You've not written. Wait, I know you've written a lot of books, but they're defined as memoirs to you.
They could all probably be lumped into memoir. The first one was called "You're Not Doing It Right." The second one was called "Navel Gazing." And the third one is called A Better Man. Or better, is that what it's called? Yeah, Better Man.
Yeah. Can't find a better man. It's a Pearl Jam.
I don't know what you're referencing.
Okay. It's a Pearl Jam song, I think, right? Doug?
Yeah, of course.
Is it the politics? Did you get to it? Because this is my fear. I dabble into politics. I get angry about things. I speak my mind. And then I go, well, am I going to be blacklisted from the business because I speak my mind? Is that what happened with you?
I think so. When
that's easy. You sleep at night knowing it's not about your talent.
No. When I went full MAGA, I think I did get some pushback.
You didn't go full MAGA. Get out of here. You're a gun nut in the opposite way. You're all obsessed with these guns and how people shouldn't use them anymore. Is that right?
That's right.
It's an empty
holster. That is what I am. I'm a repeal the Second Amendment guy.
Yeah,
and there aren't a lot of us out there. But I'm a proud one.
Listen, I'm all for repealing the Second Amendment. I don't have some kind of like zealous orthodox love for these founding fathers or this Constitution. Everything's open for debate. Everything's open to be fixed or changed, whatever. This originalism shit, which is it's bananas. Things change, and let's keep rolling. Let's change. Let's grow. Let's get better.
I like your attitude. I like what you're saying. I'm with you. I'm on board for all of it.
We all can grow and we all can learn.
Mike, let's take a call. Would you take a call?
Well, actually,
someone
paid $10 to ask you a question.
Someone paid $10, and now
we'll pass along.
That's gonna go into your honorarium.
What's my cut of that? What is my cut of
100%? 100%.
Well, wait a minute. No. Hold
Thanks
on.
for taking my question.
There's an honorarium that was negotiated, and that's what you get. And the 10 goes to us. Not in addition to the honorarium.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
All right.
That's a good question.
Now, do you want to push back on that, or you want to move on?
We can move on.
Okay, good.
Here, let's pull it up. Can we pull it up in
So
Tim's
the
prompter?
question is just coming in. All right. I saw Michael Ian Black at Stevens Auditorium in Ames, Iowa, around 2005, and he had a huge crowd. Huh. I'd like some evidence of that. Does he still tour?
No.
That's the question.
I can answer it. That show was the first time I think I had done solo stand-up, like maybe the very first time. And because at the time, like we were hosting Stella, which was a 3-man show.
Is Stella... Okay, finish this thought, then I have a Stella question.
And but I was on the VH1 I Love the show at the
Oh,
time.
God, yes. You were all over that.
Yeah, so some lady was like, "Hey, you should come do stand up," and I was like, "I don't really do that." And she's like, "Well, we'll pay you $15,000." And it's like, now I do stand up. And there were like 1,000 people there, and I had to perform for like an hour, and I'd never done anything before. So it was like, it was very scary, but I think I did a fine job. And yes, I still tour. And I think there were like 1,000, 1,500 kids there. And then over the years, what I've discovered is the audience that comes to see me keeps getting fewer and fewer and fewer.
I see. Where do you think that's going to end up going? That do you think you'll see a rise? No. There's no indication. No indication that there's any kind of leveling off at the bottom. And
no indication. There's no indication that I've hit rock bottom yet. No. No. I'm not like you. I can't show up in Europe with a band and the two Tims and get hordes of people coming out and screaming obscenities at me. I don't have that.
Do you want an opener? He seems like he's available.
The problem with openers is my show's already 2.5 hours, just me and all my ideas and music and everything. So an opening act doesn't really work. And it would be embarrassing for Michael Ian Black to open up for me. I don't think that's something you desire.
Is there an honorarium?
There would be a small fee.
Vic.
But you'd have to work out your own travel and everything.
Vic.
All right. My question about Stella.
Vic.
Where do you rate that in your career? I put it right up there at the top.
Me too. I love Stella. It's maybe my favorite thing we did.
Never coming back though, is it?
Well, look, we're older gentlemen now with lives and children.
Not you.
No, not me. I mean, I meant
You're talking about the other two.
I would be happy to bring it back. But Michael Showalter's now a big time Hollywood director. He doesn't have the time.
Well,
we probably need a
no one's watching. No one cares. I tell you what. God bless Michael Showalter, but no one cares about these movies he's doing. I mean, they do.
No, I mean, I agree.
Well, and maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But they don't. But Michael isn't shining. Michael needs to be with you and David and be doing Stella nonstop. But if he doesn't want to do it, guess what? I'll step in. I'll be the third Stella. I'll do it.
We just need a third. And Tim,
look at what happened when Curly Howard died.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do? They go and get Shemp, and it was fine.
And then another Curly, and then another Curly.
Yeah. Joe Dorita. I'll be your Joe Dorita.
Joe Dorito.
All right.
Do they get Comedy Central over there in Italy? Because
I don't know. I don't have TV here, so I don't know what they have.
What are you doing all day? Are you exploring? Do you enjoy seeing the city?
There's a lot of walking there, and sightseeing, And a lot of times around 5, 6 o'clock at night, we'll sit down, we'll get an Aperol Spritz. I don't know if you've had yourself an Aperol Spritz.
Oh, yes.
It's a terrific aperitif that everybody drinks here.
Yes.
And it's a light.
I find it a little bitter myself, but I guess you get.
It can be a little bit bitter, but what you find is you're drinking it, and then at the end of it, you think to yourself, "Hey, I'm pretty sauced."
So you're just drinking every night. I was in Italy a couple summers ago, of course, working on a film. Not there, just wasting away my later years in life.
Thank you so much.
I have young kids, so I gotta put the.
What film was it?
It's called Spin Me Round.
Did it ever come out? Sounds like a stinker.
It came out. I'll put it that way. It came
Showalter directed?
The great Jeff Baena. But I don't. I could say something mean, but I won't. I'll move on. Let's take a Zoom call because so many people want to say hi to Michael, and I know we've got. I don't know if you're watching the show, but we have so many clips of Richard Dreyfus on Bill Maher's show to play. It's. We could do another hour.
Looks
on
like
that.
a reasonable guy. Did you have a question for?
Did you ever work
Michael?
with Richard Dreyfus?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dick Dreyfus and I go back. Yeah.
Okay. Who was the most notable director that you've worked with? Have you worked with Scorsese or Spielberg or anybody like that?
I've done a couple things with Marty.
No, get out of here. All right, give me a zoomer.
Nathaniel.
Next caller.
Oh my goodness me.
Hey, this guy wants to talk to you. I don't know why. I really don't.
He has a name, and it's Nathaniel. Hello,
Right.
Nathaniel.
Hey, Michael, how's it going? Big fan.
Thank you.
I'm just wondering, I guess I'm curious. I'm kind of caught up in this whole writer's strike thing going on. How has that affected you at all? Or,
couldn't have.
What are your thoughts on it?
Well, Tim got it exactly right. It couldn't have because I'm unemployed. So if I were employed, perhaps something would have shut down and I would have been devastated. But the timing of it couldn't have been better for me.
Yeah. Well, the perception is, well, I'm not working because there are no scripts because of the strike. That's why.
Right. I can now pretend that my unemployment is a principled stand that I'm taking.
Right. And it's going to be better when the SAG guys strike. When SAG, our union.
And when that happens, I will. Oh God, I'm also WGA. I imagine you are too, Tim.
I am actually not. If you believe this, people don't understand this about me. I am not WGA. I never was. I never had to join. I don't know why. I talked to Eric about this the other day. He was like, "Are you in the WGA?" Like, no, I don't think so. He's like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm in either. I don't know why, but it's just the facts. I'm not staff writing on fucking Bones. You know what I mean?"
Well, as the writer of MGM's Wedding Days, I had to be writer's
Who's
guild.
dinging, by the way? Is it the
That's
caller?
Me. It's my.
No.
God damn it! It's me.
All right, well, then we're going to have to let you go, Michael. Thanks for, we asked you repeatedly in the pre-interview to make sure that your alerts were off. Okay? And I don't know what wasn't clear about that.
I apologize.
That's called a job.
Well,
it's the last time I have my intern take the pre-interview call, and it won't happen again.
Oh, no, it won't happen again because we're moving on. We have a musical guest.
All right.
Michael, you ever run into the Gingriches over there? You ever see Newt and Callie Gingrich hanging out?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They're former,
They've got a place. So there's Trastevere and then there's Lungotevere, which is on the other side of the river. And yeah, I mean, it's funny when you're here. A lot of, you're so happy to meet another American that a lot of the things that maybe would have torn you apart when you were home go by the wayside. So Newt and Calissa and my wife and I'm not going to say we're best buddies, but we do get together sometimes for an Aperol.
So you enjoy their company.
You know what? They're fun people. And Newt's got a great sense of humor.
They don't seem like fun people.
And Nudie loves going out to eat.
He loves having nice dinners.
Enjoying and big red glass of wine.
Well, I'm happy to hear that because I don't, of course, like you, I don't agree with Newt Gingrich on probably anything, but I do get a little sad when I see her posts and it's just the two of them eating dinner together. And I'm like, guys, come on, mix it up. Go out with a couple. Go out with a friend.
Have you met Newt's brother, Salamander?
All right.
I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm a Christian.
Unfortunately, Michael, we'll have to get your answer and your opinion on that at another time.
Okay, that's fine.
Sounds like you'd be available to call back in at some point in the next few weeks or down the line.
If the honorarium is there, so am I.
All right, Matt. Well, let's just look at our annual budget and see what we can afford, and we'll mark you in for the fall.
Great. Thanks for having me. It was a real treat, and I really felt like I got the full OHL experience. And
now, Michael, do me a favor, and this isn't contractual or anything, but use your vast social media presence to let your fans and your people know that you were on the show today, because we could use some
I'm
of
good,
those.
but thank you.
Buy it on iTunes, Amazon.com.
Thank you for doing that.
My pleasure. I'm good.
Sure smells good.
All right. I love you, Michael. Thank you for doing this.
Bye, Tim. Bye, guys.
I don't really love them. That's just something, I mean.
Remember when you did the ring-a-ding-ding?
I'm still here.
I'm sorry.
Good night, chump.
What are you doing? A Chris Farley show impression back there? What are you saying?
What I do? I didn't do it. Remember in Tom Goes to the Mayor, you guys had your ring-a-ding-ding dance.
Yeah.
I just thought
That's a nice memory.
That's my reference to the Chris Farley show.
Oh, where he says, "Remember that?
Remember the time?"
Well, that's like so long ago. I forgot about it, and then at the last second, I remembered that, and I thought you guys would you've worked together.
I don't want to go down memory lane with him.
Why not?
I mean, look at.
Fuck him.
You can talk about Newt Gingrich.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Like at the time, I'll give you this, Doug. At the time, it was a get. Michael Ian Black was a get.
Yeah.
But now he's a fucking Hail Mary.
It stinks.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, listen, folks, please. Can we just send love and peace to Michael and say, of course, that was all in good fun.
It's not pot, it's a clove cigarette.
That was all in good fun. I love Michael and hope we're playing. It's playtime.
We were honored that he would call it
The bit of all bits, folks. But what's happening now in the show? I mean, Matt, this show is on methamphetamines.
I knew today would be a very good one.
Because in studio we've got a very special musical guest, Tim Bernardes.
Hello there.
Is here. And I don't know if you folks out there are familiar with him. If you are, then you're already excited. If you're not, you're about to get rock hard or wet, depending on your
Now I'm getting excited.
gender. I don't know. Sorry about that, Vic.
Can we dump that so I'm gonna go back?
Yeah, we can go back and fix that. We'll fix that later. Tim, what song are you playing for us today?
I'm gonna play a song called Leve.
Leve.
Yes.
Because what we do here is levity. Humor.
Yeah. Yes.
You
Yes.
see.
Leve in Portuguese would be light.
Light.
Like something that is
Yes.
light. Yeah.
Now, you are from Brazil,
Yes, I'm from Brazil.
and is that me? Oh, this is my issue. It's really interesting.
It's only when the
Can you put it up
guitar
to
is
the
Yeah,
underneath,
yeah.
right?
It's fine. I'm just gonna
I'm
pretend
your
it's,
issue.
Huh?
Probably.
You are the issue with all
Yeah.
these pedals down here.
Yeah.
It's weird. It feels like it basically feels like there's a constant drop going on in the back of my head, which is just. But is this song in Portuguese?
Yes, all the songs are in Portuguese.
Luckily, I speak the language fluently and we'll be able to
Yes,
understand the
I
lyrics.
managed.
And, we're going to hear Leve from Tim, and then we'll take our usual quick break and be back with more. Talk to Tim. We're going to talk a lot about Richard Dreyfus on Bill Maher and your Zooms. We're finally going to get back to talking to the audience here. So, Tim, take it away.
Cool. Leve, leve, muito à vontade agora. Noite quente, sente o vento lá fora. Liberdade, paz no coração. Leve, leve, não chora mais agora. Tudo a salvo, Respira fundo e olha, vai com calma, vai de coração. Até porque deixar pra trás pode ser andar pra frente. Tanto fez, se tanto faz. Vai em paz e vai contente. Leve, leve, já não dói mais tão fundo. Desapegue, solta o peso do mundo. Mãos tão gastas, não segure mais. Até porque deixar pra trás pode ser andar pra frente. Tanto fez e tanto faz. Vai em paz e vai contente. Até porque deixar pra trás pode ser andar pra frente. Tanto fez e tanto faz. Vai em paz e vai contente.
I got lost in the music, Maron. All right, folks. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
We love it. People are flipping at home and at work. We'll be back. Join patreon.com/Office Hours Live to catch the rest of the show.
Could it be
Okay.
Guys, are we back? Oh, Shabbat Shalom. We're back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the.
What's going on?
What exactly? What's going on? Welcome back to the second half of the show. The fucking office hours plus, more like office hours minus.
No.
Easy now. You guys are so trigger happy today. Actually, been pretty good.
that's
I have
a
to
great
say,
Weird Al
I have to
song.
give you a
Figured
B
out.
plus.
Pretty
for,
good.
I have to give you a B plus for the Michael Ian Black interview.
Now there's
It was
not
not
gonna be any
meant-
drums.
Yeah.
Guitar.
Oh fuck. No, don't put that away because we got a whole hour before the show.
You need it now?
Yeah. I can't hear anything.
Good. Can we just first of all, Tim is here. Not just me. Do we have Tim on mic?
Hello, can you hear me?
Can we hear him? I can kind of hear him. Does it sound all right out there?
I'm not hearing him.
Yeah, maybe more volume. Can you hear
Put
me
it,
now?
put it down. No, put it down.
I just wanted to make sure it's
No. Here's the thing.
I'm not
You're
gonna
not
play.
going to be able to control yourself.
Watch. You'll see.
Look at- and now he's like
Let me have
stuck-
like 3 minutes here.
Look at
Let me try.
Now here's
Matt.
the thing.
I'm not gonna.
Can you produce the show or not?
I'm just holding.
Not.
He can't
not
get to his.
sometimes.
Well, the thing is, you took my keyboard away.
Sure. I didn't take it away.
Well,
I
you
needed the
unplugged
cable
it, yeah.
for something else.
So
I'm not
I have
did-
to
I
have
didn't
some
do
kind
it.
of instrument.
I didn't do it punitively.
I'm just gonna keep it here.
You're not going to be
It's
able
all
to.
the way the volume's
not,
off. You can't even hear it.
Nobody wants to hear you like you're sitting in Guitar Center noodling around. Tim, do you want him to hold that guitar?
He's holding a guitar.
That's true, but
Yes, I
this
am.
is a man. Look at the success that Tim Bernardes has had. This is a man that has self-control. He has
I know.
respect for sound.
Right. For the silence. The respect.
I would like to take a zoomer because we've been negligent in that department.
Sure. Let's talk to Alex Hoffman. Homan. Alex Homan?
That doesn't matter.
Huffman.
It is what we say. Alex, I'd like to introduce you to my new friend Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How about you? That was beautiful music.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for playing it.
How can we help you today, Alex?
Well, I have a bit of a predicament. I was on tour recently with my wife. It was also kind of our honeymoon. And we got in a head-on collision with someone who failed to yield a left-hand turn. And we're injured. You can't tell. I can't show my injuries because I would have to expose myself. I broke my pelvis.
Oh,
and
God.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be out of work for a little bit. I don't mean to get all dark with this, but your laughter, even though it physically hurts to laugh, it's like filling my soul. So I really appreciate
That's very nice.
doing this. And to kind of recoup while we're not working, I still have a bunch of our tour T-shirts left over.
What band is this?
It's just me, Alex Homan. That's pretty.
You know Alex Homan?
Yeah.
Wait, so you turned your honeymoon into a tour or vice versa? Or?
Yeah, we did. We figured if we're going to be on the road that long, I might as well try to play some shows and make a little bit of cash.
What kind of music do you play?
It's like psychedelic folk music, I'd say.
Oh, this sounds right up Tim's alley.
I like it.
He likes it already. He hasn't heard a note.
Yeah. Sounds beautiful.
He has an extensive catalog. Look at all these. Look at all
Is
this.
he on Apple Music and all the rest?
Bandcamp. That's where we should send people.
Oh,
Is this you? All this stuff?
But yeah, so it's the Great American. Yeah, that's me.
Wow, that's a lot of music.
Yeah.
What are you,
Yeah,
Robert Pollard?
It's all good, dude. It's all good. All of it. All golden. No, I'm kidding.
What's the
But
What's the first one we should check out? What's the entry? What album?
Oh, the entry point would probably be Moist Reliquary, which if you buy this T-shirt on there, it comes with a free download of that Moist Reliquary.
We're playing it. Get ready, folks.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Tune up before you start recording, okay, buddy?
Ooh, now we're talking.
I can vibe with this.
Sounds like we're doing drops, but we're not.
Like a little bit of like Ravi Shankar.
I guess
vibe.
you are doing
That's
something.
cool.
That's great, man. Well, listen, why don't we as an Office Hours community go onto your Bandcamp, Let's link to that, Matt. I know
Buy
you're
a
ahead
few
of this.
albums. Is there a way to buy every record, all
Stop.
the entire discography? There might be a discount, right?
Discount it 30%, I think. You
See?
get a big discount.
All right, let's see
Well,
the
I'm
office
not making
hours
this
bump
stuff
in
up.
real time. And then you're going to be on the road opening up for Tim Bernardes when he's back in America.
Go.
Promise me
I was
that.
about to say that. I could see my.
Promise me that, Tim. All right. Is your wife okay? Did she take it? Is she in worse shape than you or better?
She
Listen.
broke her foot and she got a bunch of stitches on her eyebrow.
Ouch. All right, Vic, there's one strike rule here. He's getting the guitar removed. Matt's pulling it. Can you believe? You know, Vic. You believe he said wasn't going to noodle around on the guitar?
It's hard not to.
I know. That's why I was trying to do you a
I
service,
know,
do you a
I
favor,
know.
and pull it from you. It's like giving. It's like putting a spoon and a needle in front of William S. Burroughs and saying, "No, I just want to. Just gonna hang out. Don't worry."
Wait till the end of the show.
Gotta wait. It'll be worth it.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're not dead, Alex.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys.
Tim, so you're from Brazil. Where do you live in Brazil?
I live in São Paulo.
That's the big
It's
one.
like the biggest city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? I don't want to get too deep into politics here. You're a Bolsonaro guy?
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's bad shit.
Lula.
Lula, yeah, I voted for Lula.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
How's he doing?
I think he's doing good. Like the things were a mess. And
Yeah.
he's doing what he can.
This
So,
Bolsonaro, he went over. Am I saying it right?
yes.
How do you like that, Matt? Get points for that. He's in like exile now, right? Is he like in America?
He came here for a
Oh,
while,
but
but
he's
now
back
he's back, and he's like, there are some trials happening. Like they're trying to get him. Yeah.
He's in trouble.
Wasn't he in like New Jersey eating pizza?
He was in Florida, I saw.
Yeah,
He's hanging with Steve Bannon.
Yeah, once he lost, he came here and he didn't even like make the ceremony to pass the thing to Lula. He
Right.
just like ran away.
Got out of there.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, he's like the Trump cover band.
Yes.
they have.
I love music.
But do you think
I have
he's
an
gone for good, or you think
aptitude
he's going to make a run?
I
he's gonna come
don't
back?
think that Bolsonarism
Uh-huh.
is done. It's
Right.
it's like you see here, like
Trumpism.
Yeah, feels like there's some trouble on the way too.
Yeah, these are tough times. Give me a sense of your how big you are in Brazil.
I'm mainly in the indie scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a thriving indie scene in Brazil?
In Brazil, there's like mainstream is like very huge, and like indie used to be like very very underground. And I have a band also called Uterno. We've been playing for like 10 or 15 years. Like I feel like with Uterno and with my album, we are in this place that like we're like very big in indie, but very indie to mainstream people. So we're in some middle.
What size audience would you play in Brazil? Just, I'm sorry. I hope this isn't rude. I'm just totally curious.
I mean, in São Paulo, that is
more than Michael Ian Black.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, São Paulo, that is my city, the big city. The big show I played last month was like 4,000 people.
See, this is a good number. This is a good number, Vic.
That's big number.
How was your American tour?
It's been fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, playing a lot of like. It's all very new. I haven't been here much, so every city I get is like everything looks very new and it's a different experience.
And your show, which we can't promote because it's done.
Yes.
Was just you?
Yeah, just me, and a piano and a guitar.
You go back and forth.
Yeah.
Didn't need us. It was sold out.
Which one?
He didn't need us. It was sold out.
The tour was sold out?
Last night in LA.
The Zebulon show.
What was the worst show you had on tour?
The worst show? I mean, when I played Portland, I had like my voice was like very like it's hard when you like it's one person show.
Yeah.
I got hoarse. Is that the word? In
Horse.
English?
Yeah.
You brought a horse to the show.
Yeah, I entered
rode
in
a
the horse.
horse.
Yeah.
This is a. Do you have a? Thank you. Do you have a routine with your voice? Do you have a warm up? Because it is your most precious.
Yeah. Lately, I've been
tool.
like, with like when there's a lot of shows I've been doing that. I used to not do it.
Yeah, you just have the gift.
I don't know. I mean, I would not take care and it would work, but when you're doing like a lot in a row, like
yes,
you have to do it.
My technique,
yeah,
you know,
to not get hoarse. Yeah,
is first of all you can't talk after the show.
Okay.
You should not talk much after the show.
Oh yes.
Rest your voice after.
But
the
it's
show.
very hard to not talk after the show
Because you want
that's
to
the
meet people,
yeah.
and people want to say what your music means to them, and they don't say that to me; they say it to you. Well,
thank you.
What did you start growing up? Because that's
When did you start growing
up? No,
up?
sorry. When you were growing up? When did you start playing the nylon guitar?
I started playing when I was 6. My dad is a musician too, and like I started like drums and guitar when I was 6. But at some point, like my parents would like drums. You won't have drums in the house.
My daughter said, "I want to start playing the drums." Like I said, "No, I don't." That's
yeah, but I'm happy that I ended up like learning some notes too.
Yeah.
So and then the drums can come.
Well, I'm curious though, like, because like, are those types of guitars like the main thing that people are playing? They have around, you know, rather than like a Martin, like a straight up acoustic.
In
you know
Brazil,
what I mean?
like because like this is the 60s, like it's in bossa nova and like in the 50s and 60s.
Nice.
This was like the main pop
Jorge Ben
instrument
kind of thing.
Yeah, so this would be like your still
Right.
thing. Like this is the most we have them all, but like this is the popular one.
Did you listen to any American music when you were growing up?
Yeah, a lot. Like
Pavement?
Not much.
Oh.
Who are your guys?
Very specific.
Mark, who are your guys?
Devendra Banhart.
I like Devendra. Actually, we recorded together in one of my band album.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a track with Devendra and Shintaro Sakamoto. Do you know him from Japan?
No.
Really cool psych.
Matt goes.
The late great Richard. I'm not saying it right. Sakamoto.
No, not this.
Oh,
Shintaro Sakamoto.
Mr. Know-It-All.
Different Sakamoto. The late great. No, he's alive. And but like from here, I like the Beach Boys. This kind of like 60s stuff.
Yes.
Like Capitol albums from the 60s.
But
I really
anything
like-
like, you know, indie music from like the last 20 years or anything?
Yeah, I mean,
Elliott
the
Smith.
Strokes were big in Brazil. Like they so like when we were teenagers, this was happening. I listened to that, but I was like very into like digging 60s stuff from Brazil and from outside Brazil.
I have
like what? Like what? I want to know the 60s stuff. Like what?
We just went through that.
No,
You-
but
you
I
mean
don't know
the
like
Brazilian.
specific records. Like
Yeah,
I
in
know you
Brazil,
mentioned
like,
Os
would be like
Mutantes.
Os Mutantes, yeah, Caetano Veloso and Gilberto Gil. This would be like Gal Costa.
Sure. Yeah,
from
Gal
Brazil.
Costa,
Yeah.
R.I.P. How about Marcos Valley? Are you into
Yeah.
like his stuff? I don't know. I just love his. So
Yeah.
experimental.
Like this early 70s in Brazil have like some very badass sounding albums.
And Marcos Valley is like the first who started he came over America and started the whole bossa nova craze.
Yeah, he
craze
was
here.
like he went to a lot of phases. Like he was with like Tom Jobim and João Gilberto through the bossa nova, but then in the 60s he had the 60s phase and like he got more groovy in the 70s.
Yeah, sure.
It's cool.
Matt, do any of our Zoomers have a question for Tim?
I know someone had a question, but this
I mean, it could be a question for
guy-
this Tim.
Tim Apple.
Andrew Rogers. He's got a cool hat.
Hey, fellas, Tim.
Hey.
Beautiful song. That was absolutely gorgeous.
Thank
I loved it. I have never heard your music before, but also Tim and the Trinity. Thanks for having me on. I'm donning the hat, not
Love
because
it.
this looks like Phil's bronze dumbass hat, but this is in honor of Indy 5 with Harrison Ford. What is he?
Oh yeah, that's
99
coming.
now.
Okay. One suggestion though, I think you should wear the headphones over the hat.
Or not at all.
Oh yeah. Right.
Just a option.
But no, Tim, absolutely gorgeous song. Thank you for coming on the show.
Are you talking to me or the other Tim?
Thank you, Tim.
Mr. Bernardus.
Okay.
Thank you. I like it.
Thank
Call
you,
me
Tim.
Mr. Bernardus.
Yeah.
Do you have Tim? Do you have another tour coming up with your music, or are you going with?
Are you talking to him or me?
No, Tim. Tim Heidecker.
Oh,
I know where
okay.
you're
He goes,
going.
no, Tim. Like, yeah, we're back to where we
Mr.
started.
Bernard is. Do you have any plans to travel internationally again, or are you going to be going on any other, musical adventures?
I'm going back to Brazil today. I'll fly to
Oh.
Brazil. I play a festival there, but then I'll go to Europe to do some shows. I'll do London and Paris.
Nice.
And Spain. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, we got the what I believe is going to be a major star in the studio. Right now.
I'm very glad to speak with you, Mr. Bernardus. And Tim Heidecker, I'm excited moving towards the next part of the show where you discuss Richard Dreyfus.
Yes, sorry, we're trying to get Tim. I'll be on tour starting in end of July. The two Tims is back on the road this summer, going all sorts of places. TimHeidecker.com/live.
Tims are
to get
really
your
good.
tickets.
I'm trying to see you in San Diego. Thanks for having me on.
You're coming to San Diego? The Observatory, terrific. And that's one of our first shows of the run, and it's going to be terrific. Yes, Richard Dreyfus. Richard, now you must be familiar with Richard. Everyone knows Richard Dreyfus.
Yeah, not really. But
No.
I was watching like that interview is very intense.
Oh, it gets worse. Matt, where are we with the? We've gotten through the masturbation stuff.
Actually, oh yes, we did.
There's some
but
more.
there's a lot. There's more genital talk. That's what's up next.
What's up next? Let's just see what's up next. Because
well, this one's more about the transition.
okay, so they're talking kind of like it's a freewheeling conversation, and I think that at this point in the conversation they're kind of talking about the exploitation and abuse of Hollywood starlets, and they were talking about Marilyn Monroe.
The Marilyn Monroe movie.
They're talking about the and like Bill Maher's just going on and on about this Marilyn Monroe movie and how it disturbed him, and it's just the conversation. Like they're not clicking. But this is Bill has to do a commercial, as we do. Always have to do a commercial. He has to do a commercial. But this is his transition into this commercial. Watch this.
Before bed. And I just hope John F. Kennedy wasn't that bad. Because it was just...
By the way, stop.
It was,
Look how low he is now.
a lot of violence.
He's been roofied. Okay.
Is a kind of that is a kind of I mean they overuse the kind of violence, but shoving your dick in somebody's mouth is violent. Do you like true crime? Check out Mind of a Monster, a true crime podcast.
I love shows. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Now you know one of my favorite things about this show, Bill Maher's show, is how hostile he is. So you can play through this, Matt. Just play through this commercial here.
From
We'll give a
ID
little-
about history's most notorious serial killers. On
Look
this
at
new
the
season of
contempt
Mind of a
he has
Monster, host
for,
and
A,
criminal
doing this
psychologist
commercial.
Dr. Michelle Ward tells the story of Jeffrey
He-
Dahmer
he-
and how he
he's
got away
in
with
hell.
cannibalism,
Bill
killing,
doesn't
and
wanna do any
necrophilia
of
for
this.
more than 13
I don't know
years.
why Bill's. If I
Past
had Bill on the
seasons tell
show,
the story of serial killers
my
like
question is,
Ted
can't
Bundy.
you just get high and drunk without cameras? So he comes back and immediately gets hostile towards his guest. You're not going to
Down
believe
on
this.
an airplane, and sitting next to her is this young guy, and he says, "Hi, Dustin Hoffman," and she says, "Marilyn Dreyfus," and my aunt dined out on that story for years because
it's Dustin Hoffman.
He said he introduced himself as if I didn't know that he was Dustin Hoffman, and I said, he doesn't. He does not know that he's Dustin Hoffman. And at that time,
Yeah, he
especially...
does. Yes, he does. He doesn't know he's Dustin Hoffman. He's very...
Took me 15 years to know that I was
Here
Richard
he goes,
Dreyfus.
Bill's
Oh,
pissed.
I don't buy that.
All right.
Come
Well,
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean to know? To realize, let's go back to 1975. Jaws, if people weren't alive, was like one of those things that's beyond a specific art form. It was a cultural phenomenon. It changed the movie industry forever, blockbusters in the summer.
Wait a minute, but you're acting as if you're talking about the guy as if he already knows the end of the plot. And let me tell you, we didn't.
Okay, but even if you don't know the end of the plot, you know in 1975, where you're the lead in one of the biggest movies ever, that's not a bad thing.
all right, Bill. Jesus Christ.
There's like four cans of Dr. Pepper too. I keep staring at on one table.
I agree.
I
agree with Bill.
Let
I stand with
Richard-
Bill on this point.
let
I know,
Dreyf-
Bill's right,
let-
actually.
let-
Bill's right.
Let Dreyfus have his point of view on this, though.
Yeah, but also,
Just
but
why
also,
so combative?
how
Like,
does he fall
isn't
for that?
Isn't that so
But
combative?
who walks up to someone and says hi and gives the full name? Do you know what I mean? Like, hi, I'm Richard Dreyfus, or what? You know, it doesn't make any sense. You just say, hey, I'm Richard.
Well, it's a
or
false
why do you introduce
memory. It's a
yourself?
mess. Bill should have just let him have his perspective on fame because he knows more about it than Bill does.
But he calls out the bullshit. I guess he's a truth teller. Too.
New rule. Richard Dreyfus knew he was famous from the very beginning of his success, and no one can prove it otherwise. It's a hill that I'm dying on.
But I do kind of get what he says.
Well, Vic, I get
everybody.
it.
No,
but I just feel
Richard's
like,
right.
But why do
Richard's
we,
right.
Yeah, but why do we care?
You're saying Richard is right.
Wait, no,
You're saying
neither
Bill
of
is-
them are right.
Well, Richard's not making a lot of sense.
This is
because
like
he's
woke
probably
central.
wasted on roofies or something.
I'm just a human being.
But
and I
Bill
go to
is
the
so
bathroom like
combative
everybody
and
else.
hostile, much like I am to all you today. But
They're both wrong. That's what I was trying to say. Dustin was just trying to be nice and polite.
Right.
So they're both just like getting it totally wrong and being dicks.
well, on a very small scale, I understand the idea of like I don't just assume everyone knows who I am.
Right. A normal famous person says, "Hi, I'm Tom Cruise."
Right.
That's
They
the
say
normal
Tom
thing to do.
Cruise?
All right.
You would say
Any
Tom-
famous person would say,
I
like,
guess
I'm Tom Cruise.
Because then, if you're sitting next to each other, then it's out of. Oh, you're Tom. Oh, Tom Cruise. You're that Tom Cruise.
No,
Then-
but it's just polite.
And then it's out of the way.
To assume is weird is
But who-
kind of rude.
Oh, I just think it's weird to introduce yourself,
Listen.
let alone say
Hi,
your
I'm
full
Richard
name.
Dreyfus.
Yeah,
I
hi,
don't
I'm
wanna
Richard
get-
Dreyfus.
I don't want to get into the particulars of this.
It's
I
an
just-
old school thing people used to do, is say the
it's
full
not
name.
pot, it's a closed cigarette. All right, so this goes on and on and on, and I want to skip to the end because the end of this, and if we could go from the Steven Spielberg stuff to Bill, they're talking about Jewish identity.
Buddy.
By the way,
This is funny with no audio at
I know,
all.
Dangling's
I
like
know.
one thread.
I want to see
hanging
these
there.
guys do go on the road and do this as a comedy routine. It's called the slipping chair.
It looks like Maher never left in like 1994.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
The colors. and
Exactly.
the-
This is his
furniture's insane.
basement.
And it's
The furniture
so
came
dark.
from Paula
Get a-
Poundstone's closet. Like,
The brick wall.
it's like,
He had a brick wall installed for that.
so here's the deal.
Nick at Night.
What I think happens is Bill's got some kind of commitment after this show, and they've allotted about an hour to this interview. Okay, and now apparently, and this isn't clear at all until this moment.
Look at Dreyfus. He's in no state to go anywhere.
Who's getting Dreyfus home? Can I stay the night? Because I don't think I should be driving. But
Give me another Dr. Pepper.
But listen, apparently the point of him coming over is, as all these things, except for Michael Ian Black, is to promote something. And and like Michael Ian Black, Richard has written a very confusing book. And this does not come up as a subject during this hour. Okay, so Bill has not mentioned the book. I'll mention it for the sake of my respect for Richard Dreyfus as an
A very
actor.
long title.
The title of the book is One Thought Scares Me. We teach our children what we wish them to know. We don't teach our children what we don't wish them to know.
Hi, can I have one copy of One Thought Scares Me? We teach our children what we wish them to know.
Richard
Teach our
Dreyfus,
children
I
what
love
we
this.
don't.
Academy Award winner. All right, what the fuck does that have to do with your book? Like, so what?
Right, who
Like,
cares?
I don't care that you won an Academy Award 40 years ago. Is the book any good? Anyways, so at this point, Bill has yet to mention the book. He says, I better get the plug in for the book and watch what happens. This is incredible. But before this happens, we do have full slippage off the chair, I believe. There is full
But
slippage
it's
off the
so, he's never made a movie like that where it says, I mean, you're still on good terms with him, I hope?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you'll like it, and it certainly speaks to the anti-Semitism,
There he
especially
goes.
in the second half.
Here we go.
That's going on.
It's like an
around
it's like an
today.
avalanche.
I mean, he got some of that real punch in the nose because you're a Jew stuff. What?
Really?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Uh-oh. Here he
Spielberg,
goes.
the director.
We got to do a timber. Here he goes. No.
I am in.
He's down.
MGM Northfield Park.
All right, so now Bill's got... So we actually don't see the slippage.
No, but it's
because
happened. They cut to be nice to him.
They have every fucking angle, but
I know,
they
but
miss
that. But yeah, I think
So
they're
anyways,
just helping him out.
so at this point, Bill's like, I'm out of here. I
He
got
doesn't even
to go to
acknowledge
my, I don't know what he's going to do. He's got to go
or
to
he
real
needs something up to get out of there.
Hard Rock.
But he
Northfield,
starts plugging his
Ohio,
shit.
Saturday, May 20th,
He has not
Sunday
mentioned
the 21st at the Mystic Lake
Dreyfus's
Casino in
book.
Prior Lake, Minnesota. Saturday, June 3rd, the
Which
Met,
is the point of
Philadelphia. Sunday,
going there
June 4th, the Wind Creek Event Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And you have a book. Could I Oh, you signed it for me. Thank you very much. One thought scares me.
Oh, he does get the
we
title.
teach our children what we wish them to know.
First time
We
Bill's
don't
seeing
teach our
this.
children what we don't wish them to know. So I know you are someone who thinks seriously about stuff. So I'm going to read this. I was thrilled when you asked me in 1987 to help you figure out this crazy country of ours, and be quite interested to see where you are here all these years later. You're still great to talk to. I thank you for
We're
doing
not done
this.
yet.
I have to,
Uh-oh.
I got it. Yeah.
Wait,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the most important thing
We'll
in the
come
world.
back. We'll do it then.
But for real, I mean, for real.
Well,
Well,
let me tell
look
you
at-
something.
did you hear Bill? Well, we're not
This
going
book-
to. Like, look, Bill's getting up to leave.
The
his
most
own
important
show.
thing in the world, Tim, is coming up,
Yeah,
and he
all right.
doesn't ever say
Keep
it, does he?
Represents 6 years of a 50-year obsession. And I figured out, and I'm not kidding, I figured out what was wrong and what that wrongness was.
Pause. I mean, like, okay, that's insane. That's an insane thing to say. That you figured out what was wrong.
And it was at our feet. And all the time, it was right in front of us, and we didn't see it.
What was it?
And that's why I
I'll
quit
tell you what
and
it is, there
went
we
to
go.
Oxford for 4 years.
Huh?
And when I went to Oxford, I went because I knew
Cameraman gets reset.
the answer to the biggest problem America faced.
Pause. So
Which
he went to
is-
Oxford because
For 4 years.
he knew the answer to the biggest problem that America. So he went there.
No, he went there because he figured something out, and then when he went there, there was two things.
We don't know, but
he doesn't say either of them.
so Bill might want to say, all right, well, you know what? I know it's running late, but let's talk about it because we spent half this interview talking about masturbation and bullshit. But I apologize to you, Michael. I mean, Richard, for not giving this book enough time. So you know what? Let's go an extra 20 minutes and talk about the book. But here's what Bill does.
And I ain't kidding.
Well, let's not give it away. I see these commercials on TV or sometimes on the computer.
Oh, Richard, look
and
at
it's
these.
like, do you want
knows when
something
he's getting
that
dumped.
grows, gets rid of crabgrass and makes your dick hard? And I'm like, yes, I do. And it's like, and then they just never say it. You have to the infomercial goes on for like a half hour,
Richard's fuming.
and then you got to send away to someplace. So that's why you have to get the book to find out that.
Look at it.
Thank you for doing
Oh, he
this.
gets just leaves
It was
What?
great to see
What
you
are we doing?
again.
Get the hell out of my house.
Oh my God.
That has a get the hell out of my
Clay, there's
house
something
energy.
at the end, at the very end. What does this say here?
What I
don't have a
should
real
do
job, so-
right now is take this book and point.
Shove it up my ass.
Oh my God.
What was he gonna say?
They started
I
fucking
know,
fighting.
right?
You know what,
Yeah.
motherfucker?
Tim, do
You
you
put
think
something in my fucking drink.
I'm not masturbating.
do you think Dreyfus wrote his book like that? Laying down on his bed.
No. I think he got drugged. I think we would have found out what happened
Or
to
they
Richard
forgot to
Dreyfus
wash the
in that
glasses from the
basement.
night
He's
before.
been missing. He's
Shove it
still
up.
in that basement.
What is that last bit from Bill Maher?
I don't know.
They are clearly.
Decide they get the hell out of there. Or Dreyfus's agent's like, come on, get him out, you know.
What if I was like I didn't let you play, and then you're just sitting here, and at the last minute I'm like, well, if you want to go see Tim, go see him on his YouTube or some shit. Now get the hell out of here. I
Can I
got
talk
other
about
shit
my
to
album?
do.
You know, I should take this guitar. I think that's what.
Yeah.
Tim, I wonder who's in that basement with him. You know, is there like how many crew members are there?
I feel like what my
Or is it robo cameras?
I
like
think
we
it's
got?
robo. I think some kid gets in there and presses play and gets the hell out of there. I said, I'll be back in an hour, Bill.
That's just a random.
The vibe in here is impossible to be in.
The clove cigarettes are making me choke.
All right, let's take a zoomer, Matt.
Is
Or
there anyone? If
Honda.
anyone has any knowledge of what's going on with Richard, let us know.
Well,
Like,
I can
somebody
tell you
has
this.
to know him.
I mean, listen, here's what it says on Amazon about this book. Our democratic republic is failing, and it shouldn't be a surprise. We can't fly a plane without training. We can't practice medicine without attending medical school, and yet we expect the American people to wield the full power of their citizenship. So basically he's saying is we should be teaching civics in school. We should be teaching government, and sure, I'm Richard Dreyfus, I'm right there with you. So if that's all you have to say, I'm probably not going to end up reading your book. Because I get it. And maybe Bill Maher did you a service by not revealing that very simple solution.
Man, one of the few scenes in movie history is in Mr. Holland's
One of
opus.
the few scenes in
that
movie
makes me
history.
cry. No,
Okay.
one of the few scenes that makes me cry is Mr. Holland's opus, where he's
Oh.
singing "Beautiful Boy" and he signs for his
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful,
beautiful
beautiful,
boy.
beautiful boy.
The weird-
Darling, 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 darling John.
Yeah.
Darling Sean, I mean.
Sean.
Yeah.
The weird thing is,
Before you close your eyes, say a little prayer. Yes, Doug?
they should have Eric Bauza read his audiobook as
Yes.
Daffy Duck.
Yeah, I know. Well, I
One
can
thing
do
you
it.
need to know.
Apparently, I can do it. One thought that scares me. We teach our children what we wish them to know. But he doesn't even have that list. But I don't know why I'm doing it.
What,
Can we take a zoomer,
I
please?
personally
Hold
believe
that
that
thought.
Portuguese is the most beautiful language sung. I was just curious, what do you think? What do you think?
He agrees.
When you listen to people singing in American English, what does it sound like to you? Is it like sound
Nails on a
clunky? Is
chalkboard,
it,
or-
yeah, like
No, it's not like we listen to that a lot. Like it plays in the radio like all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes even more than Brazilian music. So it's like we're very used to. But I didn't know English when I was like listening to many of these songs. Like I knew all the songs from the Beatles, but I didn't know
Right.
what they
Really?
meant.
So when did you learn English?
Like as a teenager, we
Really?
started to like learn English. Yeah, we don't really speak. Like if you go to Brazil and just try to speak English to anyone in the street, it won't be like super
It's
easy
not
to
a
find
given. It's
someone.
not a given.
It's not a given.
I like some of the acts that you brought up that they will like record a cover of a hit, but just make their own lyrics up.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yes, we're going to be doing that
Yeah,
later
we'll
with
talk about that,
California
yeah.
Dreamin'. Yes, completely different lyrics.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were saying in the original,
it's like,
so they just
whatever.
made
Use the melody and just
used
come
the
up with
melody
something new.
and made a new one.
Okay, who do we have out there in the great big wide world of people that listen to the show?
Well, speaking of accents, we have a New Zealand caller.
Aha!
Go ahead.
Kia ora, Tim. You have me, Asher, in the big wide world. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, thank you all for the content. I joined just as you had your last guest on, and you were asking about Roma, and why we don't say Roma. I've just started watching your early YouTube uploads, and you're asking why we don't say Italia. So there seems to be, what the hell is going on? As Vic would say, we still need to.
Yeah, why do we say
investigation.
Deutschland? Why do we say Germany instead of Deutschland? I'm calling it Deutschland from now on.
Exactly, man.
Deutschland is
I
so
can't
much
tell you.
nicer sounding. That's a good question, but
Japan
it's
too.
like
Yeah,
it's
what's
our
Japan
issues. Like
called?
we
It's
came
called
up-
like Nippon or something.
Oh, is it?
Nippon.
Is that correct, Matt?
Yeah, Nippon, Nippon.
All right, friend. Is there anything else I could talk to you while you're on your big brass bed?
Big brass bed. This is not my bed. I'm actually here visiting a friend.
Lay across my
Yeah,
big
well,
brass.
I mean,
You're visiting a friend? Are you sleeping with
Awesome
your friend's
show, but Tim,
bed?
thank you for all your work. Everybody, I guess, Vic, Doug, Matt. Producer Matt actually played a track from my label on the 420 show. So God bless you, Matt.
Oh,
I want to
bless you.
say Matt doesn't get enough love around here.
I get it.
I think
Absolutely. This is
You
what
got
I'm
plenty
thinking.
last
Everyone
week.
calls in, they say, Vic, I love your YouTube. Doug, I love your DJing.
Oh, thank
Tim, I
you.
love your comedy.
What was the
What about producer
what's the
Matt?
label? Flying Nun?
Unfortunately, no, they just sent me, I just sent them a funny email this morning. Not Flying Nun, it's called Bankrupt Records, but the release was by someone called Totems, who I saw, Doug, your Crash and Burn, as you said, Camp Aloham set with my friend Ruben, who produced the music. So bless you
Awesome.
all.
Were you there?
Yeah. That was my first introduction to you, and I thought it was really entertaining, and it seemed to be a lot of the crowd were finding it entertaining. I think it was billed, it was like the headline act at a music festival and with DJ Douggpound. So I think people expected a dance set, not a comedy set. But
Where's
I
the
had a
Doug?
great
Can you
time.
put the crickets up? or when people are talking to you?
I'm interested.
I see. So when the direction, when the
It's a great
energy
story.
is directed to you, no crickets.
No crickets at all.
Did you check out my mix for Wastoid? You hear that yet?
No, thanks for putting me on the spot.
Well,
I have not
Can you
done
see if
that.
they'll bring me back
Now
out
we
for
play the
Camp
crickets.
Aloham next
Now we
year?
That's your next stop.
Done with my questions.
Blink an email. I'm sure he'd actually have you, Doug. So
I don't want to
sure.
do it. I want like other people to be like, hey, you know.
Oh,
Okay, can I take a
understand.
hotline?
Okay, send me the drops. Send me the zip of the drops, and I'll sort it.
Okay.
Thank you, friend.
Hotlines
Ooh,
and
God
views.
bless.
Oh, we haven't
Cheers.
promoted it. I'll take another Zoomer, though.
Yeah, we do have a lot of Zoomers ready to talk.
Producer Matt.
Kiki, Kai Kai.
Producer Mac. Producer Mac.
You know, it's funny.
Hello?
Like,
Producer Mac.
Hi. Is it Kiki?
It's Kai Kai. My name's Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
hey, Kyle, where are you
Hey.
calling us from?
Where are we right now? I'm in Valley Cottage, New York.
What's going on back there?
He waxing his surfboard? What's
I just
going on?
looks
got
like a
here.
teacher.
I'm actually here to babysit my nephew. We were driving up here from Philly.
What are you doing? Cleaning the counters?
I'm cleaning the counters because I'm getting ready to make pizza.
My house is built.
I feel like we're intruding on these people.
I know. We accidentally
talking
accessed
about?
your Alexa Echo or something.
Long time listener. This is the first time you've ever actually called on me, though.
Well, it feels like you're about heading out
I do
the
have
door.
some
Like,
question-
what's
I
in
do
the
have
backpack
questions
and the...
prepared.
Okay, what's your question?
Well, I do. Okay, so I have a question for Doug.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Please make it quick. Tim will be at Code Red if you don't make it fast.
Doug, I wanted to ask you how you come up with those Instagram raps where like you rhyme like weird named like product labels with each other. Like, what is the writing process for those? Like, how does that happen? Because they have such strange names and stuff.
Simple. You find something with a funny name, then you reverse engineer it. So you write the first line second. So you you find something funny, and then you rhyme it, and then put the rhyme at first. If that makes any sense.
It does to me.
Kind of
Let's see what
reverse
you call it.
engineer
It
it.
seems like you do. How long? I mean, they must take like a couple months because you probably bank some names that you might be in wherever the hell you are.
I haven't done one of those in a while. I got to do it again. I just kind of find a theme, take a bunch of pictures of funny stuff, and then just sit there and kind of fudge it around until it comes together.
All right, very good.
Great question, though. I love that
Good question.
Across the, oh, there's a dog here. Yes, Rosie.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Wait,
you didn't see that. This is the first time you've seen the dog. Yeah. Do they have dogs in Brazil?
Yeah. We call it cachorro.
Cachorro.
you have a follow-up question, sir.
Oh, I'm coming to California in July for the first time. And I'm staying in Silver Lake. I'm wondering if you guys have any recommendations for what I should do with myself.
Starbucks.
Go to the beach and don't go to Hollywood Boulevard.
Jump
Yeah,
in that
beach is
reservoir
nice.
in Silver Lake. Just dive right in.
Okay.
Okay.
Griffith Park. Go to Griffith Park.
Yeah, I like Griffith Park. Go see
Check
the,
out trails at Griffith
go
Park.
see
Do a
the-
hike
that's
and go to
fun.
trails for lunch.
You know
The
what?
old
Just get as
merry-go-round.
much Mexican food in you as you can, because where you're living in New York, it's the bad stuff.
I live in New York. I live in Philly.
All right.
There's been an attack.
There's no pierogies out here, unfortunately.
I got some pierogies in my freezer, Mrs. Cheese.
Ooh, really?
Goddamn Novak.
I actually bought these like $15 pierogies at one of these like fancy. There's like a new fancy store in Glassell Park, and it was like $15 for one package of pierogies.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
They
How
should
many
be
did you
arrested
get?
for that.
It was like maybe 12,
Not
Okay.
great.
but they were really fucking
Oh,
good.
well, were they crispy though?
Wait, that's like
No, you have
just
to
over
crisp them
$1 a
up yourself.
pierogi. That's not really bad.
Were they frozen?
Kind of high. They were frozen.
Yeah, then you saute.
Oh,
Yeah.
you buy them.
There's
They
been
were
an
good.
attack.
But I thought that
I
was
just wanna learn how to
Poor
make
Tim Bernardes is like, what the hell
You ever
am I doing here?
have you had a pierogi before?
I don't know.
Have
what
you ever
that
heard?
is.
You don't even know what it is.
No.
Wow.
Look, as a
So much to
Polish,
learn.
Seems like
as
it's
a
food.
Polish person,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
kind of a
food.
crappy version of a
Empanada.
dumpling.
Oh, okay.
It's
I love
Some
it's
people love them.
potato within
It's a potato dumpling.
There's
potato
been an attack.
dumpling in a
The
way. But
goddamn
they're-
South.
All right.
He's doing the pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tim
what kind
is
of pizza are you
dying
making?
inside.
What's your is it a thin crust? Is it a thick is it Detroit? Is it Chicago? Is it New York? Is it a
I mean, I used the Joe Badia pizza recipe.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you're familiar with
Philadelphia.
Eric's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we use that, and we have a a baking steel. We put it in the oven, very, very hot. You know, you get that nice blistered, doughy crust.
Absolutely.
Like
All
a
right.
bowl and a ham sandwich.
Well, save me a slice, would you?
Spaghetti and meat.
I will.
Boy, I put some weight on it.
Chicken.
Notice?
Tim, what in the hell are you talking about? What
I did. I from when I was in I'm getting
What the hell happened?
my time in Hoboken was a disaster.
Oh my God, you look
I
tinier,
put on like
Tim.
5 pounds since I've been back.
Tinier
since-
Tim.
No, I can't let it slide out of control.
Tiny and tinier.
I can't ever go back.
What do you, where is it? What are you talking about?
This
You gotta stop.
fucking
I don't see
belly.
anything. Just
I got
chill.
belly fat, like gross belly
Come
fat.
on, you're fine.
I want to get on the beach and I want to look like David Hasselhoff out there. You know
Do you
what I mean?
think? Now, yeah, you're starting to look a little more like Dreyfus, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, I don't want to. That's the thing. That big
We'll
old
get you a
pumpkin
big
under
chair
his
in
shirt.
here. Massive body pillow.
I just had 3 Jersey Mike stubs.
Jersey, I love Jersey.
I had a
Michaels.
turkey stub and a meatball stub. And then I headed over to Bill Maher's basement, and he poisoned me.
Luckily, the thumbs diluted it. I didn't
Oh,
get
you know who we
fully
should try to
cut.
get on the show is Ben Dreyfus. Ever look
Oh,
up
yeah,
him? He's
yeah.
a son of Richard Dreyfus.
Yeah,
He's a
I don't
son
know
of
Richard. Son of a Richard.
Let's
Maybe
pull him
he
up.
can answer.
Can we
He's
pull
on
him up?
Twitter a lot.
Oh, he's a
I
journalist.
thought, yeah, I heard he's a little something.
He's a little
Like a whole bowl and a ham
I
sandwich.
don't know, something.
All right, one more call, and then Tim and I and Vic are going to try to play a song together.
Danny M, you've been waiting very patiently.
You know what's not bad?
Can
A
you
fried
safely
egg
unmute?
sandwich.
Anyone watch that Scorsese trailer? Do you like Martin Scorsese?
I do, but I haven't seen the trailer.
New movies coming, not till October, which I can't wait, but it looks good. I love Martin Scorsese.
Danny, are you being safe in the
There's a
car?
drop for you.
Yeah. Yes, I just pulled over.
Oh,
I just pulled over. Hi, everybody. Hi, Holy Trinity. Hi.
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 Where are you
How's it
calling from?
going? I am in Long Island.
Oh, of course.
I'm your frequent Long Island caller.
This prejudice that Matt has for Long Islanders to get on the show is really.
My dad went to
disrespectful to
school with Billy Joel, and we talked about that the first time I got on.
All right.
Yeah. So
All right, well, we'll
I
let
do
you
have
go.
a question for Doug.
What did you say now?
I have a question for Doug.
All right, Doug. Here we go. It's
Yeah,
always great.
I just wanted to ask him. Yeah, I just wanted to ask Doug if he ever had plans to do Pound House again or anything similar. I was
Are you
a big
kidding me?
fan of that
We
show.
did a Indiegogo, and we're gonna be shooting it like next week. Been gearing up
Are you
for it.
kidding?
Stay
Yeah,
up
if
to
you
date
wanna-
on the socials.
Check my Twitter. It should be the pinned thing on there if you want to chip in.
It was
All right.
also in the
I
YouTube
was-
description for like 2 months.
All right, we're letting you go. We're letting you go. We're letting you go.
I don't go
Goodbye.
on my socials enough.
Get it
Thank
together,
you, bye.
Danny.
Bye. See you in
Yeah.
New York.
Great question. Thank you. Great question.
Tim, people don't need to know where you find your music, but what do you got coming? You got something new out? Is that why you're touring? You got a new record out, or what's?
Yeah, I mean, I'm touring this latest album was like from I think last June. I released this album, Mil Coisas Invisíveis. That means 1,000 invisible things.
You're on
and I'm
the,
touring
you're on the
this.
album cycle.
Yeah, I'm on
What label are you on?
Here in the US, it's Psychic Hotline.
Psychic Hotline.
Yes.
It must be a cool label. A good
Yeah,
label.
it's a very cool label.
We've had Dionne Warwick on the show.
He's trying to relate.
Psychic Friends Network. We have a few minutes. I'd prefer to end on maybe a better call than asking information that people already should know.
Yeah, let's.
Hotline Hothead. Do a hotline.
We don't. Oh wait, we did. We just had
You know,
one.
people don't ask that
right.
question enough, so it's great.
Yeah, I love it.
Shout out, and this is an unsolicited shout out because I was goofing on the show. I don't know what I was doing. We had talking about Sharpling's show. What was that? I was goofing on him about something. It was innocuous. But
Who are you goofing on?
oh,
There we go.
But no,
There's a
he had a
hothead.
great. If you check out his show, he had a great interview with the great Joe Flatterly. Flatterly.
Flaherty.
Flaherty.
Mm-hmm.
See, if I was interviewing Joe, I'd blow his name.
That's
Flattery.
different than the Why This Song Sucks guy.
Yes.
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 Anyways,
What's his name?
Joe Flattery from
Tyler Cohen.
SCTV. They had a beautiful conversation about, and I forgot how much I loved SCTV. Oh my goodness. All right, who's on the line?
Okay. Hey, my name's Court. It's Court. Can you hear me?
What's up, Court? Hey, Court. Is this Court that I know?
Hey. No.
Okay, I know. We know a Court.
Well, I know a Court, but I don't.
Oh wait, yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, you guys do know me actually.
Yeah, you work with Derek Beckles, or you did, or I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I've kind of slowed down with Beckles. I'm kind of doing my own thing now up in Paso Robles, California.
Really? What's going on up there?
Just doing. I'm just kidding. I don't know you at all.
It sounds like Court, right? It does sound like
It kind of
Court.
would be odd if he said we don't know him and then he's like, oh yeah, we know each other.
Right.
You okay?
Anyways, well, how can I help you, Court?
I did call once before with the basketball, the fantasy basketball game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys remember that.
I do love that. That was a great moment.
So I had
in
another
office hours history.
mindfulness
You're on all kinds of courts.
activity. Yeah, I was gonna say, what about? Let's all just shut up for just like 10 seconds. Just everybody
Love that.
shut up.
Now I'm getting excited.
See, they can't do it. You tried, Court.
Well, Tim's not going to allow 10 seconds of
Wow.
silence.
I was in the middle of it. I was enjoying it.
It makes for a bad show, though.
That's all right.
Dead
Hey,
air.
10 seconds we can do.
try.
Ready?
We can try that air.
Ready?
Can we breathe? We can breathe.
Want me to
loudly.
count it? 10.
I'm
9.
ready.
No.
I was gonna do my activity of the day. That was this.
Vic, we're doing 10 seconds.
No,
of
let's do
silence.
10 seconds of the butterfly. Watch. This was gonna be my activity today. Do this. For real. Trust me.
I'm not.
Watch. No. Do this.
You disrespected our
Watch.
caller.
Go ahead, caller. Watch. Watch what I do every 10 seconds.
Vic, just shut up. Vic.
Yeah, just shut up for 10
Shut up.
seconds. All right, that was 10 seconds. Shut the fuck up! All right, Court.
I also wanted to
Oh, he's
say,
got the guitar back.
Tim,
I know he does. Huh?
that song was beautiful. The
Yes,
other-
Tim.
Oh, thank you.
Court loves you. Tim, I hope you appreciate that.
I'm a big fan of Azimuth.
Yes,
From
Azimuth.
Azimuth. You're from
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah, great band.
They're the best.
The drummer
One of
just
my
died.
Yeah, that's
I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah,
so.
Mamon. Yes.
Terrible. No.
Also,
We lose people
Tim
every day in
Heidecker,
this
you're
fucking
coming
world.
to San Luis Obispo, yeah?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes, Tim.
Yeah, coming to
Yes, thank you.
San Luis Obispo.
Yes, are you coming to that show? See how I perk up?
I'm trying. To be honest, I was gonna go, but I just lost my job and my house, so I'm kind of
You lost your house.
trying to make things work.
I love Batman.
I work where I live. It's a long story, but things are gonna work out. I'm fine.
Well, yeah,
I
but you
might
know,
be
The guest
there,
list
I might not.
situation.
well, I'd put you, Matt.
Yeah, put
make
him
sure
on the
he's on the
guest
guest list. Court, you're on the guest list for San Luis
Yahoo!
Obispo.
Thank you.
Email officehourslive
I
at
appreciate it.
gmail.com.
Wait, you work where you live? Do you work at a
Oh,
basketball
sorry.
court?
I work at a winery. One time, Matt was kind of giving me a lot of shit about, well, I'll come do your job. You do mine. I don't know
Wow.
if you guys
Damn.
remember that, but
Angry stuff.
Not nice, Matt.
Angry
Yeah.
Matt. Matt's new name
That's
is
back
Angry
when Matt was angry
Matt,
Matt.
Hangry.
Oh, was that a game night?
Matt called me you called me a loser. One time.
Oh my
It's all
God.
good. I mean,
Why
I
would
guess
that
doesn't sound
technically.
right.
Why would you
You
say
know
that
what?
someone
Matt has a 3-week suspension coming up because of that. He'll be suspended.
But you
for
got a
3 weeks.
plan, man? You got
No,
a plan
I
moving
think-
forward? You all right?
Yeah, no. I think I might be accepting an offer right now. I'm
All
kind
right.
of
Well,
trying to
listen.
figure
Here's
it
the
all
deal.
out, but,
You're
If
fired.
you get a job in the next 2 weeks, you're off the guest list and you have to buy a ticket.
You're fired.
But if in 2 weeks you're still hunting, then you're on the list.
But Court,
Yeah.
take this down.
All right,
Good Court.
sounds good.
Officehourslive at gmail.com, and then we'll set you out.
That's pretty easy
Maybe.
to remember. I
There you
can. I
go.
got that.
Yeah.
All right, friends.
That's where
Thank
everyone
you.
can go to ask for free
Love you guys.
tickets, right?
Anything you want. Any guest list request.
Geez,
Bye,
I hope my
Court.
promoter's not listening.
A beautiful day.
All right. I want to thank Bill Maher for providing us with constant entertainment and Richard Dreyfus for being on the show today. I like just saying that they're on the show today. And they're our special guests. They're just making free content for us. God bless him. And we've got a backlog of him. He's had Dr. Phil on since then. He's had on David
Dr.
Spade.
We like dick, yes.
We could just do a show just kind of like talks about, you know how there's that podcast that talks about us, but they don't really do it anymore. But we could
did
do
they
one
give
about
up
that
on it?
show.
Oh no.
Did they stop?
Yeah, they kind of
Did
quit.
we offend
good
them?
riddance.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world to
All
stop
right.
doing.
They don't like
You guys
us
are going to do a
anymore.
tune, though,
The
right?
last episode, they do not like us.
Oh,
Really?
no. Oh.
Is that how it ends?
It's like,
I
This has
think,
all been a
I think the
waste of
Offies
time.
soured them.
yeah.
They turned on
They
us?
flew too close to the sun with the Offies. Now they're done.
All right, good for them. Well, we wish him the best. But also thanks to Michael Ian Black. If you know what, if you see him around town in Rome, recognize him. I bet that would make his day.
Oh my God.
Hire him.
Well, let's start small. You see Michael, hey, you're Michael Ian Black. Or he could do the thing with Dustin Hoffman did.
Right, exactly. Introduce.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm Michael Ian Black. No, Michael Ian Black was hilarious today.
Yeah.
What a funny appearance. Sometimes those Zoom appearances don't work out so well, but that one worked out well, in my opinion. I can't wait to hear what you think. You're probably going to say how rude I was, right? They're going to say, man, I lost all. What are they going to say? What a narcissist. Tim was so rude to Michael Ian Black. Right, Doug? Or do you think
I
it was
mean, if
apparent?
anyone thinks you were being rude, then they really don't understand
Life.
being facetious.
But also,
or-
you're cozying up with a lib, a big lib, so that's going to be a thing too.
Oh, of course.
So
Well, people hate
didn't
him
he
on
do a
both
book
sides.
with?
Here we go.
Oh, somebody got so mad. How could you have Michael Ian Black on when he is friends with Meghan McCain? Like, who gives a shit? Like, how about just be like how about try being friends with people you disagree with? Are you friends with people you disagree with?
So far.
Yes.
Present company.
That seems like a shot across the bow at us.
I know, right?
I don't know why.
Present
So
company
far.
included.
Yeah. No, listen. It's nice to know people that are across the aisle and just like get into debates, yell at them, call them an idiot, But then but you can still break bread with these people and treat them like human beings. Especially Meghan McCain, who I don't fucking know shit about her, but she's not somebody that's like in power that has any control over any shit. She's just some fucking pundit, just yapping away about.
You buy a lot of
bullshit.
records while you're here?
All right.
I'm shifting. Do you buy a lot of records?
No, I
He
haven't
doesn't give a
bought
shit.
records.
Really?
Because
Download
I-
any
I was like,
MP3s while you're out here?
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Give him
downloaded
a
some
break.
stuff.
He
yeah.
doesn't
Okay,
give.
yeah.
He doesn't give two shits about that.
Oh my
You can't be collecting records on the road.
I
It's
filled
and
up
it's
Tim's
very hard on
butt.
the
Give me a
road
break.
because it's like it's hard. Like you have all the gear. and,
Yeah,
like,
no, I get it.
I felt like the albums would be like
They'll be warped by the end.
Now we should explain a little bit about this because this is a cover of a cover.
Cover, yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
explain this, Tim?
It's a cover of a cover
yeah.
of a cover.
Like in the 60s in Brazil, there was this like beat generation doing like versions of the hits from here and from like the UK, but they didn't know English, so they would just like make some lyrics for Beatles songs or for like Mamas and the Papas, and we're gonna try one.
So
Is that it?
these lyrics that you're singing in Portuguese
Yeah.
are nowhere near.
They didn't have
Yeah,
Google
no.
Translate.
I mean, like if you want to like for California Dreamin', he's just saying like I won't forget you and all the leaves are
I won't
brown.
forget you.
Yeah, it's kind of like this. My eternal love. It's just
My
it's
eternal love.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's the vibe. So
Thank you everybody for watching. Join us if you're watching live. Patreon. Doug, can you do a little promo for the show here?
Patreon.com/Office Hours Live. Well, they're already. Well, I guess if you're watching live, yeah, go ahead and join that. We are a viewer-supported community of
What's
Office Hours people.
What's cool about Patreon is you can have a 7-day free trial, and I think it's totally worth it. And I want to say, break music was Sunday Guts Halloween song, so check that out. It's everywhere.
All right. And I'm not too comfortable with these chords, so we're gonna see what happens.
Não te esquecerei,
meu eterno amor. Não sei viver sem o teu calor. Quando o dia acaba e a noite vem, choro sem cessar por você, meu bem. Desde que você se foi pra não voltar, espero o dia de ver você chegar. Que será da lua se não anoitecer? Que será de mim tão longe de você? Se foi pra não voltar, e espero o dia de ver você chegar. Que será da lua se não anoitecer? Que será de mim tão longe de você? Tão longe de você, tão longe de você, tão longe de você, California dreaming, tão longe de você. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
Yeah.